So good day to everyone, especially our lecturer Mr. Nazri and also Mr. Harold Effendi. So in this video we're going to talk about the proposal for our project for this particular subject, which is sheet metal. So in this subject we are required to do a project by using two main process or machine, which is laser cutting and bending machine. So the title for our project is multipurpose laptop stand. Alright, before we begin with our visual presentations, I would like to briefly introduce my teammate on this project. So on the top right is Muhammad Afiq Asna and Muhammad Shahir, followed by myself, and then Abdul Muiz, and the last one is Lukman Nur Hakim. So the next presenter will be talking about the introduction of this project, and followed by the other presenter. So please enjoy.
Assalamualaikum and hi to my lovely lecturer Mr. Nazri Huzaimi and our assistant engineer Mr. Basri bin Bidin. My name is Abdul Muiz bin Muhammad Shukri. My matric number B09181041. Alright, today I and my friend would like to present our project proposal. The theme is laptop stand. So, nowadays there are so many type of laptop stand with coming out new design and some innovation from industry. So we have a task to build up a new design and a new innovation. So I will introduce a little bit about laptop stand. As we know, a laptop stand is a laptop can be set up on that and rise up off a table or another surface. For the basic structure, a laptop does not end itself being too adjustable. So basically it is useful stationary in regards to how you type on it and to view that screen. Other than that, the keypad is already have a distance from the screen, right? So there can be a position to find a comfortable position. Next, functionality of laptop stand. Okay, for the first point, raising the laptop to a similar height. Monitor will help to prevent eye strain and neck strain. And for the second point, the ideal monitor height center of a screen at eye level and ideal keyboard height elbow. If we do not use an external keyboard and type of your laptop, a laptop stand can help place your laptop at the height at the between ideal monitor, right? So for the third point, recollected from place to another place. Many laptop have a lightweight, so we can bring it to where we go, right? So for the fourth point, position and the angle. Ergonomic laptop, it can help you to adjustable the position the angle, so you can reduce screen glaze, which can lead to eye strain and okay. For the fifth point, many laptop stand have a advanced feature, so that can be very hardy include extra USB, can make a cable management, and then even a slot to hold a smartphone. Okay, for the last one, it's very useful for holding books or tablet or whatever, event sheets, music. Okay, that's all from me. I will pass next presenter, Afiq Asna. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Mama Afi Asna, and I will continue our presentation. So I will talk about the material selection. So this is the part of the outline of the presentation. So first of all, I will cover about the what is material selection. Then I will go through the material used, and after that, I will go to the properties of the materials. Hi. So what is the material selection? Material selection is actually the act of choosing the materials best suited to achieve the requirement of a given application, or it is the step in the process of designing any physical object. In the context of product design, the main goal of material selection is to minimize cost while meeting product performance goals. So at the second point is many different factors go into determining the selection requirements, such as mechanical properties, chemical properties, physical properties, and also the electrical properties and costs. And lastly is have designer have true knowledge of the properties of the materials and their behavior under working conditions. Some of the important characteristics of materials are strength, durability, flexibility, weight, resistant to heat and corrosions. So next slide is I will talk about the material used. So material used in the workshop. There are various machines for cutting of various materials depends on the appropriate cuttings. Therefore, the machines we use in the workshop are laser cutting and bending machine for these projects. So this laser cutting is type of FOM2 3015, which can cut piece of metal up to 1 inches thick or equivalent of 6 millimeter and 6 millimeter. So the material we use is my steel type, which is 1.6 millimeter thick of the materials, and it can achieve about 3 mm radius bands. So next is the properties of materials. So what is the mild steel? Mild steel is a type of low carbon steel, are metals that contain small percentage of carbon that can reach until max 2.1%, which enhance the properties of pure iron. The carbon contains various depending on the requirement for the steels. Low carbon steels can contain carbon in range of 0.02 until 0.25%. So next is the mild steel physical properties are as follows, like high tensile strength and also high impact strength, and they have the properties of good ductility and weldability. So these materials might be used in the industry application, such as structural steel in construction, like example, like to create a tall building, so we might use these materials. And also pipeline, either hot and cool process depend on the requirement of the process. And then lastly is widely used in machinery and automotive of manufacturing.
Hello and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Luqman Hakim bin Ahmad Dahab, and my student metric number is B09 1810150. So today I would like to explain about manufacturing process and design of our product. First, design idea. By using SolidWorks and AutoCAD software, we design the part properly and get the surface modeling, and then generate code for the transfer to the machine. Second, laser cutting. Laser cutting machine is the most suitable advanced machine to cut the sheet metal and produce an accurate length with their respective dimension and tolerance for others process. Next, bending process. After finish the laser cutting process, by using CNC bending machine, the part is bending into its form and shaped properly like the design created. Lastly, the joining and assembly process. The separate laptop stand part are finally assembled together by using three types of joining, which is welding, spot welding, and rivet. So we move to next slide. Product design. This is our product design. First, laptop stand. Second, base of the handphone stand. Next, bookcase. And lastly is our complete multitask laptop stand. Detail drawing. This is our detail drawing. It's created by using SolidWorks software. We choose to use this software because it's easier to create an assembly drawing.
So we move on to the next slide, which is Gantt chart. So basically, Gantt chart is about recording our progress on our project. So as you can see here, this is our Gantt chart. On the first week, we start with introduction of sheet metal, which is basically the overall of what is sheet metal subject is. So the next week, the following week, on the second and the third week was lab practices, which is laser cutting process and bending machine process. In this lab practice, we learn about the of the machine, how to familiarize with it, the parameter and the limitation of this machine. So the next process is about, the following week we continue with the project which is to find a product that need to be designed. So on the fourth week, we discuss on the costing and management and the material selection for our project. For our project, we choose a multi-purpose laptop stand, and on the following weeks, on the weeks 5 and 6, we move on to design our product by using SolidWorks software, and before that we sketch it freehand, and then when we decide on which design is the best, and then we move on to SolidWorks software. So the following week, this current week, is presentation of our proposal. Yeah, on the 7th week. So presentation of our proposal is like what we are doing now, to propose the best design that we could proceed on our project. And the one that with the dark blue indicate the planning progress, and the light blue is our actual progress on the project. So yeah, this is basically our Gantt chart. So that's all from me. Thank you. And the next presenter will be talking about risk and the costing of our project and conclude.
Okay, so now I will continue for the discussion cost management and risk management. For the cost management, the first point is estimating. Estimating for the quantity of equipment, parts, material, and supply. For example, for the equipment is a type of measurement tool, parts is a product, and material is stock of material. Okay, so next is controlling cost. That's function for the minimize cost and it's set based on expectation cost to ensure the project is on budget. Okay, so next is the total must be calculated before and after complete the project. Okay, so here we must compare between actual and expectation cost that we can fix if any mistake or some error. Okay, for the risk management is refer to practice and identify potential risks in advance, analyzing them and taking precautionary steps to reduce cost and risk. Okay, for the risk management, we have a risk and solution to overcome. The firstly is product defect. For example, scratching, crack, dent, and moss. So the solution is using the right material and support system. Following a proposal requirement here, we are choose the mild steel sheet metal that are suitable for our product, which is a laptop stand. Second is difficult part cannot be machined. So here we are using different type of machine and we must understand and knowing the capability, the machine and the method. So next is human error. A worker or employee or operator need or must improve their skill and need some supervision from the manager or supervisor if necessary. So next is a calculate wrongly price. So all the cost, all the total cost, all the hidden cost need to documenting all of that. Okay, so next is create the same design as a existing market. So here we must improve design or edit the design of following consumer acceptance. Okay, so for the project plan, the risk is a slope in production. The solution is the worker or operator need to follow the project plan and understand the problem to overcome. Every process need some supervision if necessary. Okay, so the last thing is a raw material. So here we must identify the material criteria that is suitable for our product or the workpiece and identify the design requirement. It may balance between the appearance, durability, and cost. As a conclusion, in order to produce an ergonomic and user-friendly product, we come with an idea to create a design that is compatible with the material as well as the process to manufacture the project later on. With the knowledge that we have about laser cutting and bending machine, we are aware of the limit for both machine and try to create our design parallel with the process. So here, we have been discussed and knowing and understand the process, the method, and knowing how to machine the product. So next is to make sure our product is well manufactured. We make use other process of manufacturing like welding and rivet to join some part of the product. So some of part the workpiece has a joining and we use a method of joining was like rivet and spot welding. So we are believe that is a design could undergo the laser cutting and bending machine process perfectly as we already discussed the limitation for both machine. So that's all for for our presentation here. So thank you.
Jangan terlalu laju pacuwe, tahan tenaga kita goyang santai. Ikuti tempo biar keringat santai, sengaja bikin plan kasih